Good guys, being here. Today we're going to talk about railing baluster placement. Okay, so let's start. So first, let's create a project. And in this project, so let's create a railing and just make sure the baluster placement, there are two different ones. So this one, so we just place it onto a level. So and another one, so I'm going to just draw a stair. Okay, so you can see they are different. Okay, so although they are exactly the same stairs, they are different baluster. So this one, all these one are controlled in here. So you can see the baluster square, so a spacing 275 spacing is controlled here by this setting, and these stairs are controlled by this one. Okay, but this, so this use number, so this is the the baluster on stairs are controlled using number, so 2 per tread, and this is spacing, so 275. Let me just do a dimension, yeah, so that's 275. Okay, so let's start. And also they can be, so if just quickly, so this is stair on the stairs. If I copy them down, and it's actually still relate to the stairs, so you can see the number of that is still I think, how can I change it back? Doesn't work. Maybe let me try floor. I'll just draw floor, set work plan back onto the ground floor level, and just draw. I'm just going to draw a floor underneath, and so we can just pick new holes, then pick the floor. And now we change the spacing back to this one. Okay, so and also of course if you move this onto the stairs, and somehow you can just pick the stairs and it will change back to this setting. Okay, so now let's go to edit type and baluster placement. Okay, so this is the first ones. This one's yeah, so spacing, so if I change to 120, okay, apply, so you can see it become 120. And also this controls the top, the height. So currently, because we have a top rail which is controlled by this one, so here, and this will also, which means when you change the height of the top rail, it will also change the height, the top constraints, the top of the balustrade. Okay. Base is the lowest part. So currently the host, which is the ground floor level. So you can change, if you wanted to, you can adjust this to change the height, apply. Yep, all good. So, and also the spacing, top offset. Yeah, top offset. It's just like a top constraint of the wall. So you can add a little bit more to it if you want to. Okay, so an offset. So this offset is my offset, either left or right, I think. So if I type in 100, and you will see, we'll offset this. Okay, so the next one, so this setting, so each segment end break pattern add. So I'll show you what this one is used for. So I'm going to just, instead of have just one straight baluster railing, I'm going to draw another one. So for this one, I'm going to have a return. Okay, so I'll just do it this way. Maybe I should change them back, so it's a little bit hard to. So change it to 0, 0, and 0. Apply. Okay, apply. Okay, good. So now I'm going to explain this one. So this break pattern at each segment end. So this means, so you can see this is from the first one, so 120 from the, so actually this one is not this one. So this one is the start post. So for which if I change to none, okay, apply, you will see it will get rid of that. Okay, so I'll just change this back and apply. So this is the start post, and then from the second one, and it will be this one, repeat every 120. And then when it comes to this corner, so this is the corner post, okay, so this one. And also when this one start, if you use each segment end, which means every time when there's a change of angle, it will so from this again, so we'll start a new pattern. So for example, from here, so 120, and then when even there is the gap between the second last one and this corner is 50, so still the next one will be 120, and you can actually you can see it here. So this one is very close to the corner, but then the next one is 120. Okay, so you can control this one and use that setting. So if you change this one to angle greater than, so which means if I like type in a number, I'm not sure, 30, and because this angle is 90 degrees, so it's greater than 30, so you will see every time you change this one, which means there's a new 120 spacing. But if you edit path, so because I set it at 30 degrees, so if I change this one, so this 170, which is 10 degree change of angle, and I just if I do another one like this, okay, so now let's have a look. You will see this is a corner, so this spacing between this one and this one is what left, so 120 minus this spacing. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit hard to tell here, but so for this one, maybe I'll just move them a little bit to the left and try again. So you can see there's a corner in the middle, but there's no, it's not 120 here. And then if I rotate this one by 21 degree to make it 31 degree, so you can see that should be dimension. Let me just do a dimension. 35. Yeah, 35, that's fine. So it's greater than 30 degree, so you will see it become 120 degrees. So this is what this setting is for. So okay, and also never means doesn't matter what angle it's always continuous. It won't start a new pattern. Okay, so this is it. Let's just change this back to this, and also okay, so just justify. Okay, so this is the beginning apparently. So, and if you edit path, like actually I can't see an arrow, so let's just click on top and see if no, still we can't say. Maybe let's go to floor plan, and sometimes I'm not very sure. Oh, looks like it's not. Maybe it only works on stairs, because you can see on stairs you will see this one. You can just go change direction, but it doesn't work this way. Probably need to change the direction of the stairs. Okay, so yes, let's go back here, beginning. So the pattern start from beginning, so 120 from beginning, and if you change this one to end, it will start from the end. Apply, so you can see 120, and also you can use center, so it will center and also keep 120. And also if you because the spacing is always fixed. So let me show you. If I do a dimension, it's always 120 exactly. So exactly. And so this means you will always see these, most of the time you will see this little gap at both ends. So if you don't mind having a number spacing smaller than this, but you want to keep, so get rid of those spacing, you can always do spread. So apply. Now you will see it's all no more small spacing, but you will have a slightly smaller. Okay, so 120 becomes a maximum spacing instead of fixed spacing. Okay, so let's go back. Placement, how give space between baluster and what's the pattern, start pattern and pattern if we use profile primer. Baluster, how to give space into pattern. Okay, yeah. I think that spacing for patterns for more like when we use those, not these baluster or those panels. So if let me just copy this one to here. When we use glass panel, these, because when these panels, they are always fixed. So you can't really, you can edit type, you can change them, but you won't be able to use something like a spread pattern to fit, because it just won't work. You can see you will have these gaps, right? Let's Control Z. So this means you can somehow create a smaller panel to fill if there's enough space there. So for example, I'll just drag this a little bit longer. So see, we might be able to we have a smaller panel so to fit. And I think this to be honest, I'm not very familiar about these, but let me just have a look again. I'll give space for that pattern and pattern start pattern. I think. Okay, so I'll leave it for now because because I also want to talk about these as well. So we finish this one. Okay, I think this one. So you can see here. So if we have excess length there, so let me think. We can fill in these panels. And also these are the settings. Yeah, it's very complicated. So I usually just skip this because it's too hard to make it perfect. So what I'm going to do is, so we have a glazed 800. Maybe how about so we also have some smaller ones. See, 600. So maybe let's try this one and see what happens. And spacing, I'm not sure. Click OK. Okay, spacing for not too small. Let's have a try. 600. How about 600? And then what happens? Apply. Okay, so it doesn't work. I think it's probably because this spacing is not big enough. So let's try to. I'll just have a look at again. So these are 800. So these panels are 800. I'll just do a dimension. And see, let's check the dimension, and just quick one in 3D views. How to dimension in 3D view? You always need to set a work plan. Okay, so to somewhere, and then you can just dimension. So because if you do not set your default work plan, sometimes it's on a floor or even on the wall. You won't be able to just have a dimension close to the element you want to dimension. Okay, 800. Yeah, great. So now what I'm going to do is I'll see if I can just increase this to make that bit slightly bigger than 600, but smaller than 800, of course. still smaller. Okay, so I think we have an issue because currently, so this one is from center, I think you see here. So maybe I'll just use beginning instead. So it will always start from, oh, hang on. No, it should start from here, but then we need to do a check at the end. Okay. What I see, that's it. So maybe I'll just delete this and see what happens. Okay, so this is, I believe this is a 600 panel. So maybe I'll just drag this one. Okay, so this is currently smaller than 600, right? And once it's larger than 600, so 3, 4, 5, oh, 2 mil short, and then it will place a 600 panel here. But how to place it properly, I have no idea. I don't know. Spacing 600, and then how can I control this one? Don't know. Do you know? Yep, if you know how to, adjust the location of this panel, please let me know. I think, yeah, that's something there. So we can do, but yeah, I'll leave it to you. Okay, so the next one, let's talk about these. Use baluster per thread. So this is very, very straightforward. So it controls the baluster on this. So usually we know that in Australian standard, or not Australian, sorry, in NCC, we need to have minimum or maximum 125 spacing. So we can't have a space bigger than 125. So I'm going to just do a dimension. So before dimension, just set work plane. Just pick a plane, and a plane close to the element. So I just pick this one, dimension. So spacing this, that's good. So 105. So in case our so for example, this one's only 250. If I have a very large one, so 300, yeah. So it sometimes we have a deeper thread. So this one's 130. Oh, sorry, this is 300 thread, and then we will have this. If we only have 2 baluster on each thread, we will have 130 spacing, and then how can we fix it? So of course we can make this bigger, or those baluster like bigger profile. And another way is we can add one more. So to add one more, just go edit type and just change this. Just give it 3 and apply, and that's it. So this should work. Okay. What else? Baluster placement, how to give spacing between baluster, how it will. Yeah, I think we have done that. And what's the star pattern and the pattern? Not very sure, but we touched on that as well. If we use profile as baluster, how to give spacing in that pattern. Use the profile. I'm not sure what that means. If we use the profile, let's have a look. So I think balusters are all here. Yep, everything we've done. Baluster, these are different posts, or yeah, I'm not sure that all the difference between baluster and baluster post, or those template in those some of them there's angular reference plans. So I think it's more designed for stairs, and also we have post, just post. Yeah, all good. Okay, so I just quickly touch on these settings. base offset, of course, just base offset. You can just make it lower. Sometimes you want to place this one on the side. You probably want to lower them. And offset. So let's just, so for example, oh, actually, hang on. These are only the for the start and the end. And of course, there's no corner in this stairs. So if I do this one, so I'll just add something 50 into it, and it won't only change the first one. So because this is the beginning, okay. So this is the start post and end post on the other side. So if you want to change all these, you need to do it. Hang on, where should we do that? Can we do this? Of 50 here. Looks like we can't. Yeah, we can only choose one, but then we can't. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Sometimes, so for example, we want all these baluster, put all these balusters on the side. We might need to do it here. So instead of, right, so negative 50, and then we'll place them on the side. And then you can then go there to, I don't think we can change the offset, because these are only used for but not for the baluster on the stairs. Yeah, this could be some issue, but yeah, I think that's some restriction there, which is why I don't really like doing this. So I'll just quickly show you. Sometimes you can just create some baluster. So for example here, so we have this family templates baluster with an angle, this one as well, and this is the post. So we can create something ourselves. So for example, this one, baluster. So you can just go in the floor plan. So instead of usually draw in the middle, you can also create a reference plan. So if you want to make it parametric, you can also add offset, create a dimension and a parameter, so you can control it yourself, and then you can just draw something just close to that one. So I'm not going to make it for a parametric, but I'll just show you. So for example, this one, I'll just make it 900. So okay, so let's go to 3D view. So I'll change TL, maybe change the scale instead of TL. Okay, so now at least we have a little post there, and with the offset, I'll just have a test. Okay, so it will move. Okay, so it moves, and then I load this one into the project, and now somehow we have another parameter for that. So for example, for these ones, I want to, instead of use this one, I'll use the one we just did. Okay, and okay, so that's fine. Okay, so now you will see these ones will be different. Hang on, let me just check. Yeah, so now if I go to family and under railing, you will find that family here. So because we have a type parameter, so if you double click, you should be able to see this offset, and this is another parameter you can control. Or actually, hang on, wrong direction. So I should have model it offset that way, but looks like I do it wrong, so it will offset that way. But yeah, so this is just to show you. So it's possible, right? So it's possible to add another parameter to control them individually, instead of because this offset will offset the whole thing, including all the railing, the top rail, right? It's just like exactly the same, like you move, or not exactly the same, but the same thing, because you don't want to move this. Sometimes you can, if you want to move it still above the stairs, that's fine, because this will follow the stairs. But if you move that way, once the sketch of this railing is off the stairs, it won't follow the shape of this stairs, you'll see. So okay, so just be okay, so this is it. I think, yeah, it's railing and stairs is quite complicated. It's a little bit hard. It's quite hard to make it perfect sometimes when I try to create a custom stairs. Eventually I will probably just use model in place and do it, model everything instead of use railing or stairs. And this is it, and I hope this answers the question and do not confuse you too much. But yeah, just keep practicing and you will know how to do it. And also there's no right way or wrong way, so as long as you model it properly, efficiently, and it's a correct way. And this is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.